morning and welcome to the second session uh, for New York. It is 9:30 a.m. Eastern now, and straight away let's get started off with the Euro USD daily chart. In fact, we can indeed start with the Dow Jones because we have refrained from looking at the Dow Jones in the last session, right? So let's see if the fifth wave is working out well. Okay, just a moment, I need to clear up the waves here. Instead of the daily chart, we'll have to look at the hourly. Alright, there you are. Fine. So, on the hourly chart, what we have seen is a minute degree wave 1 in place, followed by a neat little minute wave 2, which barely tested the previous highs. So we've got wave 1 and 2 at minute degree, then we've got again wave 1, triangle wave 2 at a minute degree, and minute degree wave 3 or minute degree wave 3 is going on. And if we count the sub waves within that minute wave 3, I think we can subdivide in a sub-minute wave. What we are seeing right now is a wave 4 and possible wave 5 lower. We'll have to change that to sub-minute. Alright, sir. So the target for the this could not be, I mean, instead of wave 3 of a minute degree, this could actually be 1 of 3 as well. Alright, so the third wave of a minute degree could go much deeper, and the price targets, immediate price targets for Dow Jones are looking towards 42,700. All right, so if you're just joined, or if you haven't taken any position in the Dow Jones, partial shorts can be initiated right now. Remember, partial shorts only, please. Remaining, when that complete wave is finished, when this wave is finished, 5 done, we'll see a 3-wave corrective rally. All right, and then that could be around maybe you can sell again at 43,700 or 44,000, the remaining shorts. All right, the stop loss in the Dow Jones would remain at 45,500 levels. Of course, we had taken the earlier shorts, but we still recommend to place the stop loss around that price. All right, and this is the minute wave 3, in fact minute wave 3 targets. So the overall targets for one higher degree in the Dow Jones are pointing 41, somewhere around 41 and 37. So that would take some time. I need to push it to the right hand side. So minute wave 3 will take its own time to reach the 37,000 mark, and possibly then minute wave 4 and 5 lower again. Or minute wave 3 could settle around the 38 mark. Then we've got minute wave 4. We could see minute wave 4 taking lower as well, and then minute wave 5. Tell you what, sir, this projection of a 5-wave decline should be taking out the first major support, which is coming around the previous wave 4 of 1 lesser degree, just around the 37,000 mark. All right, and it could also take out that low around 37,100 levels. So one after the other, I think we are bears are now inclined or poised to cut loose on the south side, and possibly the third wave. I think we're not only producing minute wave 3, but we are also producing minute wave 3, and within that minute wave 3, we are almost completing the first one. So if you look at the third wave, it is at least at 2 different degrees, which calls for a certain high probable push low or drag lower. Sorry, all right. That's the story in the Dow Jones. Please remain on the short side with stop around 45,500. If we look at the SPX 500 now, I think we can initiate a short here. We'll have a look at the futures. Now the problem is the identification of that particular pattern. If that is wave 4, we've got 1, 2, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Wave 3, and then we've got wave 4, and then wave 5. Possibly the fifth wave got complete here, and what we are further seeing is an impulse wave complete lower as well, or it is going on. There you are. So that is wave 1, 2, and then 1 and 2, and 3, 4, and 5. So that is wave 3, wave 4, and again wave 5. So possibly we're done with the fifth wave lower as well. Or is it just a third wave? That is also quite possible that this is just a third wave, and what we are seeing right now is wave 4 and possibly wave 5 lower. So minute degrees where subwaves are working around, but this support has already been taken, so we are now towards 58 112 58,000 5812. The stop loss would possibly go above the 66,200 mark. It is so above 6,200, that would be the stop loss, and you can go and sell partial right now around the 59.88. The stop loss remains around 6,300 to be on the safer side. And I can that is the last wave, 5 waves. Extends wave 3, and then expanded flat wave 4. I think wave 4 completes here at the triangle, and then we've got the final rally up there. That's the 5 wave push through. And what we are now beginning to see is wave 1 and 2, and then 1 and 2 and 3, expanded flat wave 4 and 5. So this is a lower degree third wave in the making, I would say. Could be wave 4, and we should see wave 5 print lower again. And if we change the degree here, it would be minute. Alright, sir. So SPX could be just beginning to cut loose on the south side. It's not just beginning, but it's it could be on its way to produce the first or complete the first impulse lower. Just around the 5800 mark, 5850. All right, and if you look at the daily chart, let's turn the chart to a candlestick as well. You've got to see the pattern. Is it an engulfing bearish? Should be an engulfing bearish actually. That's a certain engulfing bearish. Not only engulfing bearish, but it's big. It should be a weekly chart engulfing bearish, I suppose, because it's all started on Monday. So an engulfing bearish on the weekly chart has been produced. All pullback rallies from here could be sold. So you can sell partial right now. If the 5-wave decline is actually complete, then it would be a corrective wave. You can actually go and short around 6,060, 6,050 mark. But tell you what, SPX 500 is also well into the category of sell on a rally scale structure. All right. So we are now short in SPX 500, and I think the next one of the indices is the Nasdaq, and it's no different actually. The Nasdaq. I mean, I can remove the previous wave counts, but it's okay if it stays there. The only thing I need to move is the fifth wave completing here. All right, and if you look at, I mean, seriously, this structure is an impulse wave 5 of a lower degree, and I don't know if the fifth wave is completed. Let's have a look at it. That is wave 1, wave 2. I think it is completed. 3, 4, and 5 as well. That's a 61.8 extension. So it's the first leg complete. That means there is a corrective wave up there. And the corrective wave would go up to 21,000, maybe 21,700, because it looks like a clean impulse complete, and wait for a pullback now towards the 21,700, the 61.8% mark, where we can re-enter. So uh, uh, right now, selling right now would not be advisable, possibly unless the third wave produced an extension, which is quite possible. But according to the rules, we don't have anything because wave 4 is well below the territory of wave 1. So there is no way we should not consider this as the third wave. I think the impulse is complete. Let's have a look at the other side possibly. Okay, it's not showing any kind of bullish divergence right now, but it's better to wait to sell around the 21,400, possibly 21,700 range. Place the stop loss above the 23,000 mark, or maybe, yeah, I mean, it's okay to place around the 22,500 plus, at least around 22,500 plus, and then continue lower from there. The target's projection for the Nasdaq are as follows. It could be just complete for the bulls, the multi-year uptrend which has been going on since October 2022, back towards 18,000, sir. So let's pull out the daily chart. It's going to be very interesting. I think 18,000 was where did the target go? Uh-oh, it's not appearing on the daily chart. I go back on the 4-hour, change the visibility. Here we are. Okay. So is that the fourth wave of the lesser degree? I think the August drop. August 2024 drop. That's where the bulls pair should be targeting now. Don't be surprised if you see a continued drop towards 20,500 from here. Maybe the all five waves are not yet complete. Maybe the previous wave, four of a lesser degree, could be taken out before a pullback. So, tell you what, five wave decline in the Nasdaq could be just the case what we were waiting for. I mean, multi-month. Right, so don't be surprised if you see prices all the way back towards the 17,000. So 17,000 on the Nasdaq, okay? Which one did we see for the US 30? Capital.com. Yeah, and the fourth wave is somewhere around 37,000 for the Dow Jones, and SPX 500. That is the August low, which is around 4,600, sir. Sorry, not 4,600, but 5,100. So that could be the next projected targets for all the major three indices. All right. We are going to see pullbacks in between. I just wanted to take a bit of more time today to discuss indices because we haven't done that lately, and I think it is the right time to do so as well. I will re-look at the structure and see if SPX has also completed the five-wave structure and it's looking to rally further for a correction. All right. Russell 2000. Let's keep it for an indices this session. What are the small caps doing? That is also, I mean, they've already tanked and they've tanked it hard actually. It's not yet complete though. Maybe the drop is still not complete. It needs to drop below that high, sorry, low. Possibly it's also going towards the August 2024 low. It's in fact the Russell 2000 is ahead of all the three major indices. So let's wait for a while. We are midway. We are quite low in the Russell 2000. Let's wait for a while before this corrective wave completes, and then we'll go short again. So now we are short Dow, SPX 500, and Nasdaq. So coming back to the Euro USD chart as a regular, what we recommended last session, maybe partial longs can be held if only one position has been taken, and you can add further towards the drop around 1.0350, the stop loss around 1.2250, because minute wave 3 is progressing higher now. That's a high probability wave count. We are still not completely ruling out. I mean, we are putting it as an alternate, the WXY count, but that's an alternate count now, with a price target of around 750 and 1100 on the upside. For the Euro USD, by any chance, if you are just joining and if you want to take positions, then only a small partial long around this price is okay. Remaining is good to add around the 350 zone. I mean, that's where the second wave has been labeled, right? Okay, so that's the story in the euro. We don't have to discuss in details. We've been doing it quite a few but number of times daily since the 13th of January. Remember, we were aggressively long. I mean, after getting stopped out once, but those aggressive longs have already been taken. The profits have been already realized. Both in the dollar index and the euro USD, we were aggressively short at 110. I remember the first trade, and at that point in time, the first impulse was not even complete. That was the first impulse. Wave 1, wave 2, wave 3, wave 4, and then wave 5. All right, it took a while, but now we are quite comfortable on the short side. In fact, if you're just joining and if you want to initiate, please initiate partial shorts, but remain on the short side, please. Uh, I, I mean, going aggressively or counter trading or longs is not recommended at all. All right. In fact, the next rally, if at all it is going to come, it could come around the 108 mark. All right, and 108 could be the next big resistance where bears are going to be back fiercely. All right, so wave structure point of view, we've got minute wave 1 complete, minute wave 2 complete, and minute wave 3 is underway now. And as far as the trading or the trade setup is concerned, might want to take hold on to your shorts first. And if you're trading fresh, you can trade partial shorts right now with the because there's a short-term target seen at 105.66. You see that support also coming in. So it's quite possible for bears to come down and break that 105.60 and then produce a rally or corrective rallies, of course. But you know what? If the minute wave 3, I think it's looking to extend. So if you are not very comfortable to sell at this lower price, because the stop loss will not go anywhere below 109.85. So if you're not comfortable taking that risk of around 300 points plus, then you can refrain from taking any shorts right now. You can stay on the sidelines and wait for a corrective pullback to actually run through 108 probably this week or early next week before taking the short positions again. All right. If the third wave is extending, bears are going to be back in business fiercely. And that's what looks like in the euro and the dollar index trade setups. All right, so let's see what the price action in the euro is. Okay, it's also sideways, but possibly the sideways is looking complete now. Here that is A, B, C, D, E. It looks complete. It should ideally go and push through the 670 is the first potential short-term target for euro. All right, so pound again, it could be on the same lines. We have not recommended any premature take profits. Please hold on to your longs with potential targets at around 1.28. That is an anticipated move, but it looks like a wave 4 of a smaller degree, which ideally should go and hit 27.84 and then come back for a potential wave 2 of 3, and that means the third wave is extending, and we would get maximum benefit when it turns higher again. So wave structure point of view, we've got minute wave 1, minute wave 2, possibly minute wave 3 is unfolding as an extension. So let's prepare for that rally. Let's prepare to go or remain on the long side when that rally comes through. And the trading point of view, of course, partial longs, if you're comfortable with a stop around 22.50 right now, it can be taken right now as well. If you're not very comfortable, let that price rally to the 28 ceiling, let it come back, drop below that 24.50 mark. We can stay on the long side, we can turn on the long side thereafter, right? And finally, gold, we are projecting gold to drop. Let me bring it down to an hourly chart. Let's see if the counts are more clear. Yeah, I think they're more clear here. So 29.4, it's going to it's taking its own time actually. I mean, you can take partial profits here and again go short if prices rally. But gold is projected to drop lower towards the 2800 mark, and then probably it would turn higher. So if you're holding the short positions, don't make more expectations below the 2818 handle, because that looks to be a minute degree wave 4 within the minor wave 5, which is already progressing higher. All right. So these are the wave stories and structures as we bring the New York session 2 to a pause. Once again, I would like to thank you all for being present. We'll be back in a few more hours to continue in the Tokyo Sydney overlap. All right. Until that time, once again, thanks for joining in. Best for your trades, and take care and God bless. Goodbye.